What's going on? Taco Tuesday, Ageless Talk Sports. What's up? Hope you enjoy the highlights there. We're going to talk about Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. We're not going to go through the whole entire spiel. Just got some stuff I want to talk about. Hope you, like I said, enjoy the highlights right there. Cowboys QB Cooper Rush loses both on and off the field. I read this article. It's pretty funny. So Cooper Rush, he told his wife not to come because the plane tickets are going to be too high. He's only 28 years old, both on and off the field due to his wife's story of how she got to Philadelphia going viral. Chris Law on Twitter, look, I love Melissa Stark. A hit on Cooper Rush's wife traveling to Philly, and the main point being airline travel is expensive. Do better. So they're saying that she should have stayed home. Cooper Rush throwed 3 INTs, which was unlike him. We just talked about that the other day. He had 0 INTs throughout the season. 5-0 start, first ever quarterback to ever do that for the Dallas Cowboys franchise. Pat Egan from Twitter feel bad that Cooper Rush's wife spent all that money on a flight to watch him throw 3 picks. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Cooper Rush's wife really used all her miles to watch him melt down. Real love. Cooper Rush made his wife fly to Philly on miles to throw 3 INTs. Oh man, SMH. But that's just one of the funny stories there. Then we're going to do Week 7 power rankings. The Dallas Cowboys remain a top 10 team, though, even though they lost. But it was in Philly. Backup quarterback. Buffalo Bills at number 1. Philadelphia is at number 2. Kansas City is number 3. Minnesota 4. New York Giants at 5. Baltimore 6. And Dallas sits at lucky number 7, just behind the Baltimore Ravens. Loss is frustrating. Nobody's happy about it. But the Dallas stood tall in second half with impressive and showed signs of legitimate fight, considering that the team is about the top-shelf quarterback back in Dak Prescott. So we're going to probably go with Dak Prescott this weekend. I think we're playing Detroit Lions, so that'd be a good game to go into. Detroit Lions defense is like the worst in NFL, so that's great. So, NFL Fantasy. Dak is on the waiver wire on my league. Pick up Dak. You might get some points. Okay. Crunching the Cowboys stats from the Eagles loss. So the turnovers, which is horrible with Cooper Rush. One big reason for the 4-game winning streak was Rush didn't turn the ball over, and he turned it 3 times. The good fortune ran out against the Eagles as he threw 3 interceptions. The first 2 turned into 10 points for Philly, and the third have resulted in points, but they had not been content to just run out the clock. So Dallas was unable to steal the ball at all, so Dallas didn't get any turnovers. Turnover margin alone was probably enough to lead to defeat. That's it. Penalties. This is one of the beyonds Prescott's capable to correct. Once again, Dallas was horrible with 10 penalties accepted for 72 yards. 10 penalties, 72 yards. Philadelphia was clean, 2 flags, 10 yards. Again, they were at the link, so they probably got, homered a little bit. There's a problem with the Cowboys. While they can get away with it with lesser opponents, with top-tier teams, it's not going to happen. Zeke was the best part of the offense, so that's surprising. 81 yards, 13 attempts, 6.2 yards per carry. Really nice. He didn't break off any real long runs. His longest of the day was only 14 yards of the touchdown. Tony Pollard was quiet, 11 attempts. He didn't do very well. Snap count showed Elliott was on the field for 61% of the offensive plays. Pollard only 40%. But the future looks bright at tight end. Dalton Schultz was not active after he was not on the list with the injury report. It didn't seem to hamper Jake Ferguson. Peyton Hendershot and Sean McKeon combined for 7 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown by Ferguson. But Schultz will be back here soon, hopefully. Got the pass distribution. With Dak back, it's going to be really well. Let's see. He was not accurate enough, but just in the interceptions, but only 47%. He was only 47% with passing. Eagles secondary, Darius Slay, C.J. Gardner-Johnson were excellent in the game. So that's going to be tough when we play again here, Thanksgiving or Christmas or time around then. I think we play them again. Defensive line continues to impress. So Micah Parsons, always a beast. But they did keep him in check. But they do have Donovan Wilson, Chauncey Golston, Dante Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong all had 1 sack or a pass rush. Golston had his best game so far with 3 tackles and a TFL, tackle for loss, and a QB hit. DeMarcus Lawrence had 8 total tackles, an impressive number for a defensive lineman. A couple other defensive standouts. Malik Hooker continues to improve. Let's see. He led the team with 12 tackles. Wilson and Jaron Kearse gave the team the best safety group. Now they're just waiting on Jason Peters, former Philadelphia Eagle. But we'll see what happens. And then Connor McGovern. So those are some of the more intriguing things. Now we hope to see what QB1 brings to the Dallas Cowboys. Hopefully that happens. Now check it out, a Fort Worth Star. Check out this. Jerry Jones says Dallas Cowboys will give QB Dak Prescott chance to play against the Lions. So you heard it first from the owner. This just happened a couple hours ago. Dallas Cowboys quarterback has already said he expects to return in the lineup Sunday against the Detroit Lions. And then Jerry Jones right here. He's determined, quote, he's determined to from what I can know and see, I think he can get there, Jerry Jones says on 105.3 The Fan for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see. Dak is going to be cleared here officially, Coach McCarthy says, on Monday. So hopefully we get everything back and running for the Dallas Cowboys. So 26-17 loss moves Dallas to 4-2. Philadelphia Eagles 6-0, the only undefeated team in the NFL. Hurts key and 26-17 win. The Eagles closed out another familiar outcome, their latest victory as they roll unbeaten into an offseason. Dancing on my own, it says. The Eagles borrowed the signature anthem for the Philadelphia Phillies. Oh, man, that sucks. Rush, 181 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 INTs. That's a 1-to-3 interception ratio. That's not going to win you any games. 15-25, 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts just did enough to get the win. Elliott with 81 yards and a touchdown, which is nice. Leads the team in rushing. Leads the game in rushing. CeeDee Lamb, 5 receptions, 68 yards. So, touchdown for Cooper, touchdown for Elliott, and that was all there was, and a field goal by Maher. Now, Philadelphia did cover the spread. They were supposed to win by a touchdown, and they did. And then the over-under, they just barely squeaked out the over. I think it was 43 on the over. And then that pretty much did that game. So I was going to talk about my NFL picks, but we're not going to go there. We're running out of time. All right. Love you guys. God bless. Tip the waitress.